Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Finn's here from Team Gins. How's everybody doing? I took my zombie deck to locals last week and almost went 10-0, but I lost in the finals to stupid Madolches, which was pretty embarrassing, actually. Not because I don't like the deck, but the deck just absolutely destroyed me. Um, but there's a lot different with the deck, especially with this side and the extra deck. So, without further ado, here it is, everybody. First off, 1 BLS. I don't need to say anything about that. 1 Plague Spreader Zombie. 1 Mizuki. I'm telling you, Mizuki's going into this format, and I'm going to be ready. Of course, you get 3 Zombie Master. You need 3. Shock Master in this deck. You can easily go into it, probably almost as easy as the Shark Magician bullcrap. 2 Spirit Reaper. For stalling and easy Leviair plays and Zen mains plays, always good. And finally, 2 Goblin Zombie. You don't really need 3 Goblin Zombie. You're going to run out of stuff to search for. That's whatever happens to me. Now for the Chaos Engine. 1 Dark Arm Dragon. I am main decking it again. Lately, I've been having a lot of good luck with it. You know, there are some games where you just mill all your Darks and draw into a late game, and then it's basically over. But Dark Arm is still too good not to run. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. Really, I missed 2 so badly. Dark Arm Dragon plus 2 Chaos Sorcerer is just, it's ridiculous because you have so much control over the graveyard. 2 Necro Gardener. You really don't need 3. I don't care that it's a 3. You just draw too much if you have 3 in your deck. Double Card Trooper. Really great early game. Gets the milling going. Plus you get that +1 when he gets destroyed, which is always fun. 2 Effect Veiler. I don't want to run 3 because I don't feel like milling it, even though I don't mind removing it from play for Chaos Sorcerer or BLS. 1 Gores because I don't like getting OTK'd. And finally, 2 Trag, just because your hand size in this deck is just absolutely outrageous. And now for the Lightsworn engine. 2 Judgment Dragon. I have bumped it up to 2. I don't know if I had it like that on my last deck profile, but I am enjoying it at 2. 2 Wolf. Still love having 2 Wolf. Love that beater. 2 Raikou. 3's too much. 2 Lila. Self-explanatory. I still like the 1 Celestia. Aaron really gets over a lot of stuff. A lot of stall decks. A lot of Zen mains plays. Aaron gets around it all. Love Aaron. Janine, who I usually side out if I need to side anything in, but you know, he's still good in decks that use Thunder King and stuff. And the 1 Lumina. I don't care that it's a 2. You don't need 2. 1 is perfect. Now for the spells. 1 Charge of the Light Brigade. Staple. 2 Solar Recharge. You don't really need 3. It's a hybrid deck. There's got to be times, plenty of times where you don't have Light Swords in your hand. You don't want that. 2 Book of Life. Screws up Dark World players, Insector players, so much else. Lore of Darkness, which I don't sometimes actually side out. I have plenty of draw power as it is, and I don't want to remove from play my darks. They're all pretty necessary for my plays. Dark Hole, and finally Monster Reborn for the spells, and the 1 trap I play. I do play the 1 Treacherous Trap Hole. People really don't expect it. It's just fun to play. It really combos well with Necro Gardener. So you could do plenty with Treacherous Trap Hole. As I said, I did go to locals with it last week, and I came so close to coming in first. I beat Chaos Dragons, I beat Geargia, and I beat a Karakuri Machina kind of deck. And then lost in the finals to Madolche, which is a good deck. It's a good deck. For the side deck, still run the 2 Cyber Dragons in the side deck. I still love drawing into them. They combo great with Celestia, go into Adrius plays. 2 Kaiku. I think Kaiku is one of my favorite cards of all time. Really messes up Chaos Dragons. 2 Thunder King really doesn't interrupt the deck that much, except for Goblin Zombie. 2 Doom Caliber Knight against heavy effect monster decks. If you go into this first turn, oh, it's ridiculous, really. I side out the 1 Foolish Burial. I'm thinking about putting this away. I like, you know, dumping Wolf or Necro Gardener, but to be honest, there are definitely things I want to play instead of this. Same goes for Book of Moon. You know, there's definitely other stuff I could be running in my side deck. 1 MST and 1 Heavy. I would like to bump it up to a 2nd MST. but I don't like milling it, that's the thing. And finally, 2 bottomless for other big heavy summoning decks. And finally, for the extra deck, I have your staple synchros. You got your 1 Gaia Knight, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon. I don't have a Catastor on me at the moment, but I'd probably run that if I did. And to be honest, I don't like Black Roads in this deck. I like having the field presence that I do. Not to mention, it's not exactly easy to go into. If I have a 5 on the field in place, but I want to keep the 5 to go into an Adrius. And now for the Exceeds, Leviathan Dragon, Leviair. Leviair is really good in this deck. Gets back your Mizuki, gets back your Plague Spreader. It's ridiculous. Wind up Zen Mains, Gemini Pearl, Utopia. Zenmeister is broken in this deck. You can use it to recycle Raigo's effect multiple times. You can use it to switch, get Lila back to face down defense position, flip summon her, get her effect again. You can abuse so much stuff with Zenmeister. It's ridiculous. Shockmaster, MVP of the deck basically. Shark Drake, love Shark Drake. Luminite helps get rid of dead hands and gives you that little extra draw power that you need sometimes. Adrius, and of course Heliopolis. Heliopolis I used last weekend, overlaid BLS and Judgment Dragon, and went for game because my opponent I blew up. I didn't get to blow up his field because I only had 900 life points with Judgment Dragon, and with BLS on the field I removed his monster. Then I went into Heliopolis, discarded 2 cards, blew up his back row, went for 3,000 damage for game. So that's the deck, guys. It's a little different than it used to be, but I'm taking it to locals again this weekend with a couple of different surprises in the side deck. So, well, guys, if you have anything that you want to suggest, leave it in a comment down below. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, check out my other videos, and of course, as always, have a nice day.